Give it a second. Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sunday Nights with those guys. I'm trying to load up the chat room now, so just give me a second. Phantom Flight, Herman, you can jump in now. I'm muting the show. There we go. And we're live as usual. Let me just type something in the chat room. And when you're ready to pop in, just let me know. Okay. Anyway, this week we have someone who's going to be a guest on, and it's Fallon Chan. She's a member of Women Who Droned, and she's also a member of NYC 5 World Drone Meetup and stuff like that too. You're in, Herman? Okay, all right. Well, I'll keep talking till you get in here. Let me know when you're in. I'll hear you in the headset, and then we'll hang up the phone. There you go. I hear you. I'm hanging up the phone. Hey, what's up, Herman? How are you?
What's up?
Nothing, man. We did so much running around today. I see you sent me a photo. We did so much running around today that we never got a chance to freaking fly.
Yeah, something to that effect.
But it's okay. It's all right. It kind of felt good playing on Girl Scout Cookie Delivery Man.
No, that wasn't a good thing.
Hey, what's up, Drone Evolution? And hey, Fallon, it's still early. You can sit back and relax. I'll send you the link, maybe about 15 after, as opposed to 5:30. Drone Evolution, he's on the Belt Parkway now. See, if you had Hangouts in your car, you could go live. You didn't think about that, huh, Justin? If you had Hangouts on your phone, you could have went live. I know you have your phone in that little holder, so it wouldn't slip or anything. That would have been pretty hot. Um, what's good, Herman? What are we going to talk about for now until we kill some time? We let a few people get in here, etc.
Well, I thought you said you had a topic. I don't know what happened.
Um, well, I did.
What happened?
I do have a topic actually. I'm going to have to go to my bookmarks and pull it up real quick because
Justin, well, he's on his way, so
okay.
on him with that.
I was lost with that topic thing, but now I'm back on track. I wanted to talk about YouTube and how I saw on another YouTube video that they were saying that YouTube, hey, what's up, Dr. Drone? Well, thanks for watching the show from all the way in Indonesia. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, YouTube is going to shut down the comments mode. There's Justin Live right there. But you got to put your headset in. I don't know how that's going to work out. You got to put, I don't know if you can put his headset in, but what I was talking about again, I keep getting distracted, is YouTube is going to turn off the comment section on selective YouTube accounts. Have you heard anything about that?
I did, and I think that it was more towards geared. I think it was mentioning something about like for children, especially because they didn't want people leaving comments on the stuff for that, like for the children's channels and things like that. That's why I think they were going with it at first.
Yeah, that is actually where they're going with it. They are because of the pedophiles and all of the
they didn't want communication.
sickos out there.
Yeah.
If you have a child who has a video out there and your child is streaming games or anything like that, or it has any video of a child in it, they are disabling the comment sections to keep these people from contacting these children. Because as well as I do, there's a lot of kids on here doing gaming stuff while their parents are downstairs drinking wine or sitting in the jacuzzi or whatever the hell they're doing.
Or nothing.
What'd you say, Justin? We can hear you, but you're breaking up. Say something now. Oh, you sound like you're underwater. It's like, but anybody, getting back on that topic, I think it's a good idea, especially if they're under 18, and just turn off the comments. But this is going to kill a lot of monetization on those children's channels. You know that, right?
I I'm having trouble hearing you now.
Justin, unplug, or mute. That's what Justin said. Are you serious? You're having a lot of problems hearing me? Hold on 1 second.
I can hear you, but it sounds like you're going through Justin to get here.
I'm hearing a lot of static on my end. Fallon, are you guys hearing static as well? You guys, and there's a 5 second delay, so that's why I'm hesitating while waiting. All right, it's gone. Whatever it was done, it stopped right there. Oh, she hears a lot of static. Anyway, it's gone. But getting back to what we were talking about, I do think it's a good idea that they limit the comment section now. If you're monetized and you do live shows and you make your money through YouTube, through that monetization, of course, you know if the chat room isn't moving or going, it's kind of messed up. It'll disappear, Asgard Studios, and welcome to the show. Sorry about that. One of those guys were trying to link up to us through their car and cell phone, and once he put the headset in, it started giving off a lot of static. But
Asgard.
but you guys, please support each other. Fallon Chan, who's in the lobby now in the chat room, she's actually going to be on Sunday nights with those guys. So please support her. Fallon, you support everyone back. We can't use that three-letter word that begins with an S and ends with a B for some reason. So Fallon is a member of Women Who Drone, which is from what I know personally, I know of them on Facebook. They have a very large group on Facebook, and it's basically an organization of women who drone. Because I don't know about any of you guys, but here in New York, we have a lot of drone pilots. We do see a decent amount of women flying, but I don't know how it is where you guys are, like Asgard or Dr. Drone. Do any women drone in Indonesia, Dr. Drone? I'd be interested to know that. You got something to say, Herman?
Well, in spite of like what you're saying, even though we know a couple, there's still not that many women that are around that do. And I mean, I'm quite sure there are, but in everybody's immediate area, not that many.
Well, Asgard Studios says 99.9% male up here where he is, but I can say here in New York, I could say maybe
Probably the same.
what would you say a percentage of women to men flying here? I mean, what is the male percentage of flyers here in New York in comparison to women?
I wouldn't know exactly, but how often do you go out and see a woman flying?
Other than our meetups,
Exactly.
none. Other than the meetups that NYC Borough has, none actually.
Exactly.
You're right about that. That is very true.
And we've gone places and seen other people there flying.
Yeah, we got a little bit more time before I'll send Fallon that link. In fact, let me set up that email now. If you want to keep them entertained while I do this, that would be highly appreciated.
Yeah, I was saying, I know Fallon and I know Fallon flies. That's why I thought she would be a great guest to come on and talk about this topic, because there aren't that many women who fly, and I've heard this subject mentioned over and over about why isn't that many women in the community? And even when you look at the demographics of who you're reaching with your channel, you'll see that there's not that many women. So like I said, she was the one person that I knew that flew, and she's very vocal in our group. At least I said at one time she was very vocal. I know she's very busy with a lot of things, So, I wanted to bring her on for her to talk about that subject.
Okay, okay, I got you. Well, Fallon, I have the link set up at about 14 minutes after. I'll send it to you. If you guys keep seeing me pull this headset out, it's because I found this headset outside and I was like, oh, wow, I found a brand new set of headphones and it was laying on the ground. So now I know why it was laying on the ground because every now and then, if I move a certain way, it shocks me, the little hairs around my ear. So if you see me go like this every now and then, it's because I'm probably getting shocked. But if you see me start convulsioning like this, please call 911. I would appreciate it highly.
There's somebody there with a stick to knock you loose.
I don't know, rip it out my head or something. Anyway, shout out to Asgard Studios, Dr. Drone, Fallon Chan, who's going to be on the panel later on. Of course, you, Phantom Flight. And as it gets later, I don't know if a lot of people are going to come in or what. But yeah, it was clean. It was just laying on the ground. And they just opened a package because the box for the same headphones was further back. And they must have took it and thought they put it in their pocket or something. And thanks, Asgard. Asgard says he'll call 911 if I start convulsion.
Doing the flopsy mopsy.
Yeah, if I start foaming at the mouth and shit. Well, we appreciate it. We appreciate it very much. And Fallon, you would actually answer a lot of questions on the female end of droning, especially being a female who drones in New York. And I know you, as well as I, may have different views as far as flying in certain places. Nameless Droner, what's up to Sunday nights with those guys? How are
I
you? It's still early. We're still waiting for a few people to come in. In fact, what I'm going to do now, Fallon, I'm going to send you that thing that hit send now on that link.
I only have
Don't
one
forget,
question.
please don't forget to mute the chat room and then click on the link. And then when Hangouts opens up, you'll see us in real time. So if you shrink down the Hangouts window, you can see us in real time and actually see the chat too, in the same sense. What were you going to say?
I have one question.
What's that?
Ask Asgard, where is he going to send 911 to if he see you flopping around over
Hey, people's lives have been saved over the internet.
there?
You know, guys were playing Xbox and they're like 911. I don't know where the hell this guy is, but his gamer tag is so and so, so and so, and they've actually got 911 to him.
Okay.
So if you would like, if you got the link, yeah, just don't forget to mute the show.
Good luck. Like I said, YouTube is just a machine down there in a room that's running. Nobody's watching it. Nobody's manning it.
There's Fallon. She's in. What's
Hey
up?
guys,
Can you hear us?
how are you doing?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
I
I
did this
long
right.
time no see.
I know.
This is kind of strange, Fallon, but if you can keep the Hangouts window up, that's us in real time. But if you go to click on the chat room to type anything, it will, of course, go down and you have to pull it back up. But don't pay attention to the chat room window because they're on a 5 to 2 delay behind us.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
You guys can
And
hear me, right? Everything's
yeah,
good.
yeah, we can hear you fine. In fact, let me turn my speaker up so I don't have to yell or anything, and I can hear you. Say something, Fallon.
Hello.
Okay, that's good. That's good right there. You want to introduce her, Herman?
Well, you can introduce her. I thought you introduced her already.
Anyway, everyone meet Fallon. Hey, Tyrone Nicholson, what's up? Fallon, thanks for coming on Sunday nights with those guys. You are actually the first female to come on here, and we just started. This is actually show number 6, real live show number 6. We had a few test runs and stuff like that, but we actually get more views after the show is over, which is kind of good anyway, you know. But introduce yourself, tell us what you do, etc.
Well, actually, Fallon, I got a question, actually.
Okay.
How'd you get into droning?
How? I actually wanted a drone for a long time now, especially since the first Phantom, but it's always been out of my price range. Like I just never bought one. But I started photography in 2008. and I even was considering flying a kite with a camera on it. So I just, didn't want to damage anything. And eventually I got a job. I now deal with my own finances. So I just bought a drone, which was the Spark,
Okay.
which I then traded up to the Mavic Pro.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember when you had the Spark.
Yes, that was the first meet. I had it at the first meetup, and I think within a week I was like, nope, upgrading. So.
You know, that was a very quick upgrade you did because you didn't really have it too long.
Yeah, I think I only had it for a month. And luckily for me, in our group, there was one guy who wanted to downgrade to a Spark because he wanted something smaller, and he was giving up his Mavic Pro, which I still have.
What's up, Captain Cook? And hello, welcome to Sunday Nights with those guys. Well, Fallon, you're in a group called Women Who Drone.
Correct.
And as far as I know, it is the only female droning group in New York. Are there others?
Sure. So actually, yes. There is Women and Drones and Women Who Drone. So Women and Drones have been around for a while. I'm also in contact with the founders and stuff like that over there. But Women Who Drone actually started in 2017 in October, and I'm actually a brand ambassador for it. So I talk about the group. I help teach. I also go to events and stuff just to kind of represent, female droners out there. And yeah, I remember you guys were talking a little bit before, and I wanted to give a little bit of statistic. Out of all of the certified pilots here in the United States, when I first in 2017, it was only 5%. Now it is actually 8%. So the number of women certified pilots out there are actually, increasing. But if you, think about it, I believe 2017 or 18, there were about 5,000 certified pilots. So if you think about that number of people, there aren't that many women compared to men.
Hey, Isaac of Highbridge, Night Train. Well, see, it's good to see women getting into the hobby of droning because, to be honest, you get kind of tired of looking at all these mugs, you know, and it adds a little more fun because women fly different. Like I noticed when you were flying with us, you would be, all right, I'm ready to fly, and then nobody would see you, and then turn around and you're way over there in the corner
Yeah.
getting your fly on.
Yeah.
And to be honest, women who drone, someone wanted to ask a question. Someone asked me, can men join women who
Yeah,
drone?
I was going to ask that question.
So the brand ambassadors are all women, but we have classes and other events, and men can join. I know.
Because keep in mind, you guys got into Y.
I'm sorry?
You guys got into the Y.
I'm sorry?
The YMCA.
I don't know about that, but like, yeah, so there are men who come and speak at our events as well as just come to our events in general. I know there's two guys who from the New York City 5 Borough Drone Group who actually came to our last event, which was nice. And it's awesome. Like a lot of our biggest supporters are men, which are great because this shows that there are people who want to work together and just in general just
So
enjoy
you
what we
mean to
do.
tell me there's no male bashing?
No, we try not to because we don't want to be. We don't want to be like that. You know what I
But
mean?
I'm sure when y'all in a club or in a bar getting your drink on, y'all be bashing the hell out of us.
Well, something I'm joking. No, honestly, we really try not to be like that because we want to grow a community where we're all doing the same thing, right? We're all flying our drones. We all love this hobby, and there's no real point. And the reason why we made a group just for women is because there aren't that many of us, and it's hard for us to connect to other women and look for role models. And
How many's in the New York chapter?
so it's not by chapters, but here I only know of like four or five that I see all the time. Brand ambassadors is only me, but we have brand ambassadors in different states here in the United States, and then you have one or two for each country.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. That's good. Now, here's something else diversing from the subject of camera drones, but you were dabbling in the world of FPV. What happened, man? I'm
Um,
disappointed. I was looking forward to flying with you, man.
no, I think it's the interest of time. I have no time. I realized that I enjoy more of the cinematic stuff, so
Mhm.
I was really spreading myself thin, and I wasn't able to improve myself, and I wanted to focus more on cinematic stuff.
Please support each other.
When you gonna come and fly with us?
When it gets warmer.
Well, we're asking because um, Herman and I don't have the best reputation here in the city. I don't know why. I guess it's because we're trying to focus on this YouTube thing and we're trying to take it and go in a direction while everyone else is trying to do everything else. And a lot of people seem to think that we're neglecting them or we don't have time for them or something like that. I'm sure you may have heard a few things in the background, but the main purpose is we sat down and discussed a goal, and we're reaching that goal.
Honestly, I like that you guys are pursuing what you guys want to do, especially doing these live streams. Honestly, I haven't heard anything. Mainly
Me
because I haven't really been around, so I haven't heard anything. But um, yeah, I do like that you guys are just doing the things that you like to do,
There's a
and don't care what
question.
people say.
There's a question for you, Fallon. Where in New York City do you live?
I am actually in Queens.
Right, another Queens person.
Yes.
The suburbs rule.
Yes.
That's that's why we go to the city to fly.
Yeah.
Hello, Roger from Canadian Drone Hub. How you
What's
doing?
up, Canadian Drone Hub? Hey, how are you? How are all you guys that are in here? Everyone that is here right now. This is Fallon Chan. She's a member of NYC Five Borough Drone Meetup. She's also a brand ambassador for
Women who drone.
only woman. Go ahead, Herman.
Women who drone.
Yes, a group Women Who Drone.
Mhm.
And just in case you didn't know, they're growing and getting bigger and
Mhm.
stronger every year. So if you ever go to pass a group of people and they're all females and have drones, they're probably all affiliated with each other.
Yeah.
If you beat up, just ask nicely if you can fly through.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't get beat up. We don't want to hear anything about that online. But back from the sky, thanks for coming in. Night Train, Roger, everyone that's in here. Herman, we're gonna do it now.
Any links for any events coming up?
For me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we actually are going to be in Philadelphia. We're going to have a joint event with BFD Systems. And I believe they're going to be doing some um, demos of the big drones that they have. So if you guys are interested, if you guys are in Philadelphia or New York City surrounding area, April 4th at 7 p.m. in Philadelphia. If you guys are interested,
You don't have a link for that.
yeah, I can give a link. You want me to paste it?
Yeah, if you can.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, please do. I'm sending Roger the link now to join us. I'm sorry, I completely forgot. I was trying to make sure that Fallon, that link is sent, Roger, so you can join us whenever you want. Fallon, we
Mhm.
basically have this is what they call a panel of people across the bottom, and every time we have someone on, we send them a link in case they want to pop into the show randomly. So every time now that you've been on here, every time that we go live, you'll receive an email from me and or Herman um, asking you to join the show. You don't have to, don't feel obligated. But if you ever wanted to, hey, good evening, Drone Pool. What's up, guys? If you ever wanted to join us, you could pop in without any problem.
How's it going, Drone Pool?
Okay. I mean, it's nothing when we said we wanted to interview you, it was more to find out more about women who drone and to find out where the hell you've been.
Okay, so I mean, it's very similar to like work and stuff. You know, I have a small kid, of a very young kid, and it's been hard because you got like the group was meeting up on Sundays, and Sundays are the days I have him, and Saturdays my husband has him, and yeah, you know, kid parties and so.
Okay, so what day does the husband go play golf?
He doesn't play golf. That's the thing.
Okay, what does your husband do as a hobby?
Honestly, watch the news. I don't know. He's a boring guy.
Damn. See, I can't help you. You have no leverage there. I can't give you no leverage if you can't give me nothing. Help me help you.
No, we'll talk. We'll talk about, you know, when we can go fly and stuff.
That would be
Definitely when
nice.
it's a little warmer.
Hey, what's up, Roger? How are you? Roger, meet Fallon.
No, we'll talk. We'll talk about, you know, when we can go fly and stuff.
Hold on a second. I'm putting it now. Roger, meet Fallon. Thanks for popping in.
Sorry about that. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Echo's gone.
Hi. I lost sound completely from you guys.
I don't know what happened, man. And YouTube is acting goofy. Now, what do you guys? I wanted to ask you, Roger and Fallon. We already know what Herman thinks about it, but what do you guys think about YouTube closing the comment sections on children's children's accounts?
Well, since I have a young child, that is...
well, let me explain in detail, a little more in detail what they're doing. What they're doing is YouTube has said they're going to close the comment sections on live shows and on people's personal accounts, but selective accounts and only children's accounts because too many pedophiles and crazy people are contacting children.
So that for the selective accounts,
they're all, if the video has a child in it and or a child is streaming, they will close the comment section for live stream, and they will close the comment section, you know, when you do a video and people can leave comments, because they're claiming, YouTube is claiming that too many pedophiles and crazy people are contacting children this way. And back to this guy says they're doing it because the advertisers don't want to be involved with nonsense. It's all about money. Well, it's true. Do you want to pay for an advertisement and then find out that some kid was contacted by a ped?
I as a mother with a child, I would tend to side with YouTube on that. But, you know, as a creator, my thing is, are they going to figure out a way to determine whether or not live streams or, you know, these channels, that huge channels are that they rely on the interaction? Are they going to figure out a way to compensate for that?
Welcome back, Roger. Well, see, this is my point, because for those children who, you know, they have these, there's this one girl that my daughter used to watch. The little girl is maybe about 10 or 11 years old, and her mother knows she has this YouTube channel, and this little girl runs around town in stores screaming and talking about, I want that, buy me that, and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And she's making money, and she's interacting with people in the chat room like we do here. We're doing here live. Also, please support each other. So in a way, it's good, but how are they going to handle the children who are making a living and supporting their parents off of this stuff? Hey, Roger.
Good day. You hear me fine?
Yes, we can.
I was connecting a while ago. Sorry about that.
Okay, not a problem. Anyway, Roger, meet Fallon Chan. Fallon.
Hi.
Hey, Fallon. Good day, Fallon.
How are you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
She's another New Yorker here, but she's in a group called Women Who Drone. And to be honest, she was the first female I knew that flew drones.
No.
Well, yeah, the first one we met.
Right. On the internet and on YouTube, you see them, but she was the first one that we met in person.
Cool.
Yeah. I think the first meetup that we had, somebody went up to my husband and was like, "Oh, so you're here for the meetup?" And he's like, "Nope, I have no idea. I don't know why I'm here."
Right. In fact, Intel Maxell had said to give your husband a SEMA X5 to start him out with.
I actually have a lot of toy drones. He wants nothing to do with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
I tell him to fly my Mavic. He doesn't want to.
Oh, listen, hold on one second. Drone pool. I have your email, sir. And if we're still on for next week, if you can put a 1 in the chat room, I would highly appreciate it. In fact, you know that everybody put a 1 in the chat room so people can support each other. This is so important. And please click the like button.
So did he ever say why he doesn't like it, Fallon?
He doesn't want to break my drones. But then he's I don't know, that's just not his thing, I guess.
All right.
So what does he like? He's got to like something other than the news.
You know, we've had conversations about this. So I think he's really just talking about like doing more handiwork, so woodworking.
Okay.
Okay.
Like that, but, yeah.
Then break something in the house and put his ass to work.
Yeah.
And
when I did
working,
a lot of my crafting videos on YouTube, he was the one who helped me with the tools.
I remember the measuring pencil. Oh,
yeah.
Like I said, everyone please support each other. But I remember the measuring pencil that you did. I think it was a measuring stick or something you did with a giant pencil.
Yeah, I did, but I actually all of my crafting videos I took off my YouTube, so now it's just primarily drone stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Roger, if you ever had a chance to ask a female drone or any question, now's the chance, dude.
You know what's funny, Fallon? When you were talking about how you got into drones, I remember when I first saw the Phantom, I was going to buy an RC car, and I was outside. I just parked the car, and I'm walking across the street, and this guy comes out, and he puts the Phantom on the ground, and he shoots it up into the air. I'm like, holy shit, what the hell is that? And then I asked him the price, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go buy my remote control car and go home.
Yeah. It was good timing then, because if you didn't see that, you would, be more into RC cars, and you probably wouldn't be doing this.
The car's sitting over there in the corner. Has not been driven since the Phantom 3 went up in the air.
You have a valid point, because I used to be into helicopters to the point where, you go to the mall and you buy the little RC ones, the little cheap ones, right? And I started out with this red one right here. And it went from that red helicopter to having about 10 of them. To make a long story short, once I saw a quad, a drone, it was over. I'm like, who needs 2 props when you can have 4? That thing's got to be powerful. He's in Telemax wrote, he's saying sell them on eBay. Dude, I'd have to look in the closet for the controllers. They make good for great decoration. That's about it. I'm trying to get into racing drones, but I just can't seem to find the time between Sunday nights with those guys and then trying to put out one video every week. It gets a little hectic, so I can understand.
Yeah.
You got to quit everything in life just to keep up with this stuff.
And it's true, because like I said, Herman and I, or Phantom Flight 101 and I, had set a goal, and we're trying to get to that goal within a certain time frame, or else if we don't do it by that time frame, then we know how much more we have to grind to get there. But we do have a main goal, and so far we're ahead of everything, which is really good about it.
That's good.
That's good. That's
so
good.
Can we talk a little bit more about what that goal is?
Well, all I can say is, Herman, you handle that. You handle that question. I can't say anything.
The show was actually supposed to be about you, but okay.
We're just talking, having conversation.
No, well, we wanted to take this live stream to, get it somewhere going, because Lawrence was saying, we've seen other people's live stream. Everybody knows, in the drone world, like if you check out Ken Herron, that's like the king of live stream shows right there. you know, and Pusa Studios. Those are like the king of live stream shows right there that I've seen. And I would love to just get somewhere close to that within this next year.
Hey,
That's
Reaper, thanks for popping in.
That's just one of my goals as far as my personal YouTube channel. Well, I'll see where that goes because I'm working at it every week, you know, because I've had the free time now, but my free time came from, you know, I paid the price for my free time.
And also, Fallon, we wanted to do it to show people every place you go in the world, we say we fly drones in New York, and they're like, you know, they're like, oh my God, do you fly drones in New York? Do you get arrested every time? Do the cops tase you? And you know, it's and you know that's not what it is.
Yeah.
You know that. I mean, it's getting harder and harder to fly with a no-fly zone, the no-fly zone popping up here, but you can fly here and you can go around the no-fly zone and continue your trip and all kinds of crazy stuff.
Well, I mean, to kind of expand on that, I know that there is that law or that aviation rule, right? I believe it's called New York City. However, that actually doesn't apply to drones, and there are a lot of people who will argue this over and over and over again. However, it's sources from DJI lawyers and as well as a lawyer that I know that's working currently in what is that school that's right next to LaGuardia, the aviation school?
Aviation over by LaGuardia.
Yeah.
That's not aviation high school.
No, it's not.
Tell you.
But it's a college. The
I'm
one where
trying to remember the name of it.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yes,
There's a
yes.
professor that I know that works there. She's also a lawyer, and she mentions that the law doesn't apply to drones. So you know, it's a lot of gray area, and I know that DJI has lobbyists who are trying to push the law the right way for those who are in New York City. So I think there's a lot of things that are coming that are going to change the way that we are able to fly here in New York. But I don't think it's going to be as bad as a complete ban. So there are going to be rules, but you know, there are probably certain places that we won't be able to fly.
Oh yeah.
Well, you have to think about this. We're actually kind of lucky because where Roger is in Canada, if a hummingbird comes within 100 feet of your drone, if you don't land, I don't know, the world's gonna end. But
So
you
Roger, where
can't.
in Canada are you from?
Can a hummingbird survive where Roger is and all that? No.
Roger, Fallon
Still sewing today.
Fallon asked you a question, Roger. Repeat.
Pardon, what was it?
Sorry, where in Canada are you from?
I live in Quebec, Canada.
Quebec.
Yeah.
Is it true that you guys don't like people from New York?
Is it true? You guys don't?
Don't like anyone from New York?
That's not true.
Okay, good.
Said that.
I guess we're gonna go to Canada to fly.
Well, see, that's what I'm talking about, Fallon. In Canada, for every animal that's there, there's a buffer zone that you can't go near. So if you're in a field with a bunch of animals and you stay away from them, if a bird flies across the screen, technically you're flying through their airspace. It's the laws are like really crazy in Canada.
Yeah.
Actually, Drone Evolution said Vaughan College. That's the college I was talking about. I know a professor there. Yeah,
Okay. And Drone Evolution, I don't know what happened, but when you plugged in the headset while you were driving, the whole show turned staticky. We were here like ticking like that. But as soon as you unplugged, Hummingbird meets Mini Quad Rip, Hummingbird LOL, Reaper. See, that's just not fair, Reaper. The FPV drone hit a Hummingbird, you're just gonna have a new paint job.
But let's say we left and came to Canada, would we be able to fly? Because I know you guys have to have a permit to for you guys to fly, like some kind of like a licensing thing you guys do up there.
Yeah, well, that's what we're looking into there right now. Kim's looking into it also because we have some people coming down from the States and have them fly here. So we want to be in our rights for people flying here. So we're into it. So I'll have to give you more update on that. But me personally, like I got my license now and everything. So if the guy's beside me flying, I don't see the word as a problem.
Oh, very good. So you're saying if we're in Quebec and you're just standing there, we could fly.
Yeah, that's what I think. But I have to check more into the rules. I think Asgard Studios can answer more than that. He knows the rules a lot better than I do right now. But all the new rules coming in, there could be in on the 1st of June.
Okay. What's up, Justin?
How do I sound now?
Perfect. What did you do?
Right, good.
What did you do? You fixed the problem.
I'm actually passing by you, Lawrence.
Oh wow.
There's
Well,
so much traffic. I had to divert to a
back in the sky. Just fly paper airplanes in Canada.
Almost. Hey, Justin. Anything you want to ask Fallon? Like where the hell she been, and how come she hasn't been hitting us up to fly, and why do I have to put her on the spot to come hang out with us?
So is this what the whole thing was about? Just why am I not hanging out with you guys?
Well, not exactly. I mean, it was a great topic to talk about. We knew you.
Yeah.
Well, one thing about Fallon, she has the most amazing cinematic moves.
That is true. That is true. And you started slipping up, Fallon, when you stopped putting out videos.
I did.
You know, because
if you go look at her YouTube channel and look at her videos and her views, she has the most views out of anyone.
Thank you. It's been hard. It's been hard to go out and fly, you know.
Oh no, trust me, I know.
As your son gets older, I would suggest seriously that you teach him how to fly a multi-rotor, and you both of you can hang out. You know,
my husband's not going to be teaching him; it has to be me.
Exactly. Now, you might want to talk about Women Who Drone again for the people who have gotten here a little late, and what that organization is.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, Women Who Drone, we are. Oh, sorry.
What's your channel name also? What's your channel name?
For which one? My channel or the Women Who Drone channel?
Your channel. People want to add you. And we're here to support you, and everyone supports each other.
Sure. I actually added my channel to the link if you guys want, but I'm actually
going to show it right now. There it is.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So finish telling us about Women Who Drone.
Yeah, and we educate. We have education classes for people, not only women, so people who just want to learn how to drone. So we are now teaching in San Diego, San Francisco, and New York.
Nice.
It is mainly women, but however, a lot of women get really intimidated, and it's not a fault to anyone. You know what I mean? When you look at a group and you don't see anybody that looks like you or that you can relate to, you feel intimidated or awkward sometimes. So what we do is we hold classes, but like I said, it's not only women. We do have mixed classes as well. And we also do social media. So we have a lot of, we have Instagram, we have our Facebook group, and we also have brand ambassadors, about 57 of them around the world. So what we do is, let's say I'm going to Italy, I have a brand ambassador there. She can tell me how to fly there, where I can fly, what I might need, what might, stuff like that. So it's really more of a network of people. And events with AI. We have groups with events with Getty Images. So we actually have a relationship with Getty Images, where all of our members of our group are part of a collection where we can sell our pictures. So that's what we do.
Very good.
Okay. Thanks so much. Eddie said he ended his meet today at 5 so they could check out. So Justin could make it to the stream. We appreciate you guys coming in. We haven't done it for the night, Herman, so we might as well get it out of the way. Alan, You'll learn how to do this on cue when you pop in, but you do it, Herman.
Okay.
I'm top.
Tonight's show is sponsored by
So,
those
Guys,
I mean, it looks a little stupid, but technically we are sponsoring everything we do. Hey, Fly Natural,
True.
everyone,
How's it going?
everyone that's in the chat room there. I know a lot of you guys are checking out from your phones and tablets and stuff, and for some stupid reason, YouTube doesn't let me see the participants unless they're on a PC or it's something weird. How does that work, Roger? How do you see who your participants are? Or I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Well, I mean, it's if you're on Google Hangouts, you're at the bottom, and each time you speak, it's supposed to go to that certain person that's speaking. If you have it, if you say like Novice, you just click on one person. Like I clicked on my station, you only see me, right? So
Right.
okay, now I just unclicked it. So you just gotta make sure it's not clicked on one certain person, and it should go like that. It should change places each time.
Okay. Now this is gonna be almost what happened.
Every time Justin steps on the gas.
Oh, this is what I was gonna say, Justin. How are you supposed to
yeah.
do your segment of the show when you're driving home now?
Say that again.
How are you supposed to do your segment of the live stream driving home? Because Justin wanted to talk about editing software and stuff. So I want to see you do this without having an accident because I'm gonna have to stop broadcasting really quick if something happens to you.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm not driving, but I could talk.
Yeah,
Oh,
now
oh,
wait.
you made it home. Made it home then.
All right, so hold on. Let me set up the phone.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
Okay, the steering wheel is there. So go ahead.
So I wanted to talk about. I saw a couple of groups that I was going in, and a lot of people were asking about, oh, where can I get free software for editing or videos?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was going to say, like, there's a lot of free programs out there, but they're not really free.
Technical
Because
difficulties.
it might be free to a certain extent, but to get more features out of those
Justin,
programs.
we are looking at your sunroof.
Oh yeah, don't worry about looking at me. I'm trying. So,
Oh, okay.
It's a little hard to hear you.
You're a little far. Yeah, you're a little far away.
all right, so I was gonna say, like, there's a like for DaVinci, for instance, is a free video editing program, but to go further in it, you have to buy add-ons.
So DaVinci is free. Is that on PC and Mac, or
Yes, it's on both.
Yeah, that's actually what I use.
you use DaVinci? So okay, this is a good question. How do you like it? How long have you been using it? And is it the only software editing program, video editing program that you've ever used?
So I've used Adobe Premiere but a long time ago, and I knew I had to pay for that. So I was looking for a cheaper alternative. And I think I probably even talked to Justin about it. And I think we talked about DaVinci, and he also mentioned Filmora. DaVinci is great. It's if let's say you wanted to start off with it, it's great because it has similar editing techniques to like the paid software. So it's not like you have to relearn something again. The only time I felt like I needed to upgrade was when I had night footage and I wanted to remove noise from my night footage,
Right.
and with that you have to pay.
Rick Caliber. Hold on one second, Fallon. Rick Caliber, I'd like to thank you so much for the $10 super chat. We appreciate it highly, and I don't ever want anyone to feel that they should give us a super chat for coming late, but I highly appreciate it. Okay, so go ahead, Fallon. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, so DaVinci I recommend it to people if they want to find something, like, get started, and it has all the bells and whistles that you would need. But if you are very advanced, I would probably look into like Adobe Premiere, or what's the one for Mac? It starts with F.
Oh, Final Cut.
Final Cut. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't mess with Final Cut too much, but I do mess with Adobe Premiere and I switch from Filmora. Fly Natural. Thank you so much for Super Chat. 14.99. You guys are killing it. Because we never come on here expecting anything like that. So it is all highly appreciated. And when we say Sunday nights with those guys, Sunday nights is sponsored by Sunday
Those
night
Those
with
guys.
those guys. I'll get it. We'll get it one day. We'll get it together one day. And we'll actually be able to maybe get some drops like Ken Herron has and have them loaded up so we don't have to say it all the time. But Da Vinci is great for color correcting and grading. So Eddie Nunez has used it also. Um, Compared to Filmora, how do you like Da Vinci, Chef Fallon?
I actually never used Filmora. I believe Justin did though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You use both,
I,
Chef?
I like Filmora because it basically, I hate to say it, it makes it easy for you. And then sometimes when it comes with editing, sometimes easy works better. And then sitting there trying to do, especially with the transitions, Filmora inputs a lot of the transitions automatically for you. So basically, you just have to cut the video, insert it in the middle, and that's it. It's not like Premiere Pro where you gotta sit there, watch the timeline and everything like that. So I think it just makes things a lot easier.
Okay.
right. I mean,
Roger.
you gotta work. You got to get it done. You got to get it done. You don't have time to be messing around and figuring it open.
That's true. Roger, if you want to put a link for your merchandise, you can. For some stupid reason, I can't seem to find it and I bookmarked it. But Fallon, what we do on live streams, we usually go to each other's live streams and support and click that like button and stuff like that. So oh, here it is. I did find it. Sorry, I did find it. I thought I was clicking on the wrong thing.
All you
The Canadian Drone Hub,
check out each
Roger.
other's channel, support each other's channel, and make sure you hit that like button.
I
Yes.
did. Yep.
What happened, Fallon?
Oh no, I said I did. I did.
Now, see, if you were to get your channel going and you were to pop in and say, hey guys, can you come by and support me? Most live streams don't do that, but we'll do that here, at least until we get our own merchandise going. But as a business, you gotta support each other's channel. And hoping that your subscriber numbers have gone up as well as everyone else in here. How much time do you have left, Fallon? Because I know you have to go feed the little one.
Yeah, I could do for another like 20 minutes. 6:15.
Okay, cool. All right. So getting back to you and putting you on the spot again, when it gets warm, you're gonna come hang out with us, right?
Yes. Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I will. I will. I
have-
promise. In front of all of your viewers right now, as well as this recorded video, I promise that I will hang out with you guys more when it's warmer.
Okay.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I think I heard you mention that you guys give lessons on flying and stuff like that around in the area where you guys are located.
Yes.
So you have people here in New York that give lessons other than you?
Three people. So we also have an office in Brooklyn. So
Okay.
Brooklyn the office has a rooftop
I'm in Brooklyn. Where are they located?
near where Greenpoint. Greenpoint.
Greenpoint? Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
what
don't
you're,
know much about Brooklyn, but I just know,
so what you're saying is I could go to one of these places and act like I know nothing about flying
Right.
drones and
Somebody,
learn how to fly drones there.
Yeah. So they actually fly off the rooftop. Because they have
you gotta send me that address.
Hell no. What? They fly off the rooftops.
You gotta send me that address.
Don't tell me nothing. You know what? I'll knock all this shit off the wall here.
Hold on
You
a second. They fly off the top in Greenpoint?
Yeah, I think it's like a shared working space, so they have the access to the rooftop.
How tall is the building?
I don't know. I can tell you where it's close by afterwards.
Alan, you must
Yeah.
give us this information. I suddenly can't remember how to fly a drone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going in there. My glasses on and my drone in my hand.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Corey? And thank you for coming to Sunday nights with those guys. Thank all of you for coming Sunday nights with those guys. And I forgot to mention, thanks to all you subscribers, people who like me and don't like me. I passed the 3,000 subscriber mark about a week ago. So that's hey, what's up, Centroid? So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who helped me get past that 3,000 subscriber. And I'm talking about you guys that subscribe to me and stay subscribed.
Congratulations.
I'm trying to get over 1,000. I can't make that happen.
Well, I've been doing the YouTube dance with my
Yeah.
subscribers.
Yes, yes, yes.
They
And-
go
and-
they go back, take 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. One
And,
step
and,
forward,
and
4 steps back.
Roger broke out, huh? Okay, I think he has Roger. Val comes on at 7 p.m. Right after my stream.
No problem.
Herman,
Yeah,
Val is supposed to come on after my stream. Oh, he's still there. He's in the chat room.
yeah, she's on at 7, I believe. Yeah, at 7.
Because Fallon, I believe you should try and contact this lady named Val. She does a live stream called Val's Life. Thank you, Escort. And she
Oh
does
yeah,
interviews.
she would love to do an interview on you.
Yeah, yeah, because you're a woman who drones, and she's a woman who does live streams, and she has an interesting personality. And for you guys who don't know, Tuesday night she's going to be interviewing me on her show. Now,
Oh.
Fallon, she does research. She watches all your videos. Now, I don't know if she watched all 93 of mine,
Yeah.
but I do know she was bouncing around, leaving comments on the ones that she watched. So when she does hit you with questions and stuff, thank you, Canadian Drone Hub. Val does come on at 7 p.m. So I think Canadian Drone Hub, could you put the link to Val's channel so Fallon can meet her and see when she's on live? She's on Tuesday nights, I think. Don't quote me on the time. Tuesday nights from 7 to Canadian Drone Hub says run, Herman. Says run, run. Talking about Val's show.
Oh, he's telling you to run. I'm good. She's not interviewing me.
Hey, we're gonna work that out. But Fallon, she does very good interviews, and you can get more subscribers, and that's basically what it's all about.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I would love to check her out, even if she doesn't want me on their stream. But I would love to check her out.
No, that's not it. I'm saying if she found out that there was a female who flew drones, especially out in New York,
Yeah.
that would be worth interviewing. She's interviewing me because I want to talk about the live stream we're doing here and flying in New York. I have no idea honestly what the hell she's going to ask me. I'm not nervous now, but 30 seconds before I click that link,
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be breaking a sweat. Here's her channel, Fallon. That's her link. Canadian Drone Hub, and Fly Natural posted it. That's
Natural.
Thank you guys for posting that link. So make sure you get it, Fallon. Check out her live streams, and you can see she has an interesting style of interviewing people. I mean, it would be great for women who drone as well. Okay,
Yes.
I would highly appreciate it. And Herman,
Yeah.
it is 5:58, which means we have another hour to go. What
Okay.
are we going to do, and where are
Well,
we going with the rest of the show?
well, I thought we were talking what happened to that conversation about the software. Did you ever get a chance to look at that thing that I sent you with Messenger?
I got to look at bits and pieces of it. I can never watch anything in its entirety because I'm always getting some kind of text or Facebook alert. I get distracted easily. It's like squirrel.
Did you see that video that Fly Natural did when he was maneuvering around that train? I was sitting there watching. I'm like, yo, watch the power lines, watch the power lines. But he went right over them.
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know if it was Fly Natural I saw, but I did see someone fly through. They had a flyaway or something, and they went straight between these high-power wires, like they planned it or something.
No, that was a different video, but I know Financial had one where he was flying, he was maneuvering around this train like in an orbit, and the power lines were to the left, and he just went right over them and kept on.
Hold on, I'm sorry that it was stuck on me while you were talking. Somehow I screwed it up. Roger, how can I fix that? Because right now the camera's stuck on Phantom Flight. It should be on whoever's talking. Hold it. Present to everyone. No, I don't want to present my.
It's stuck on you now.
Oh, I see. I screwed it up. I don't want you guys looking at me. Um,
So now you know we're gonna be doing the rest of the night trying to fix this.
yeah. How do I fix that? If
And the second half
Canadian
of the
Drone
show
Hub is
is trying
still
to fix
here,
the switching.
how do I get it to go back to streaming on people? We could watch Justin drive home. I mean, hey
I'm
Martin, what's
like
up,
5
man?
minutes
How
late
are
to hop
you?
on the computer.
Hey, what's up, Martin? I just screwed up the camera. I don't know how the
It's
hell.
changing over here. I see Fallon.
Yeah.
There you go, Tom. Oh, there you
There
go.
goes Justin now.
Okay, so maybe it's catching back up because I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Mine's screwed up right now. I don't know what's going on. Brett, thank you for
All right.
popping in to Sunday night
I'm
with
about
those
to
guys.
I'm about to hop onto the computer, so I'm about to hang up and get back on.
Okay, cool. All right. I just need to find out how to get this thing going back the way it was. Who's that in the corner there? Drone? Oh, that's Drone Evolution. Somehow
Yeah.
I screwed up this whole window. And Fallon, I can't tell you if I can see you in live time or not. Yes, now I can.
Okay.
It's fixed. You know what happened? For some reason, it looked like Justin has he's froze in the chat room. So I'm hoping this issue resolves. But we can see each other. Are you guys in the chat room? Is the picture frozen? It gets Fly Natural said, there it goes. Anyway, Fallon, you don't have to stay on much longer. We appreciate you coming on, and I know you have to get to feed your little boy.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
He's gonna be turning 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So he's big enough to get a job then.
I know. Yes. So that he could buy me drones.
Oh, it's all good. Canadian Drone Hub says it's all good. My picture is frozen to the chat room, so I'm going to see if I can refresh that.
So Fallon,
not losing the show.
with this organization to get up to that rooftop.
Yeah. When are you going to get us that information?
I don't know if I can get like a lot of people, but I'll talk to you guys on the side.
I'm only one person.
Huh?
I'm only one person.
Well, then I would have to bring
Lawrence
too, and if I don't, then he's gonna get angry at me, and then
I'm not. I'm gonna wait my turn in line, and then I'll wait to go. If I have to find it my damn self, I'm flying from that roof.
I can tell you what's in Greenpoint.
It's actually it's only for those who are part of the work share that can get up on that rooftop.
So
that's how I go now. So the people who are not part of the work share, where they fly from the sidewalk?
I don't know. But the reason why the people can go up there is because they paid for the class.
Okay.
Hey, drone tread on me, and
so how much
you guys, thanks for popping in. What were you saying, Herman?
How much is the class?
It is currently, I don't know the actual pricing because I know it was different over the winter, but I don't know what's going to be like during the summer. So I would not be able to, I don't have the actual number.
You've never been to this location before?
I have not yet. No.
Okay.
Yeah, because we just got it over the winter.
Okay,
but we had classes up there already.
Am I gonna have to show my legitimate New York State ID or my fake high school ID?
I'll talk to you guys about it afterwards.
No, that's okay. We're just messing with you.
Oh no, I want to go to the rooftop.
Mary, thank you for popping in, Paul Mary.
I want to go to the rooftop in Greenpoint.
Yeah.
That's near Grand Ferry and all those other places.
Well, for those guys who just got here on the panel is Fallon Chan. She is a brand ambassador for Women Who Drone. She's also from New York City,
Mm-hmm.
being that this is a New York City based thing. Hey, Zangri, I don't know if I pronounced that right. Micro Studios, welcome. You guys are here for the second hour of the show. Fallon,
And she's also a member of NYC Five Borough Drone Meetups.
Yes.
as well as a licensed 107 pilot.
Yes.
Now, this is something I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
How was the test?
Honestly,
Honestly.
so I use Remote Pilot 101. This is not a commercial for it, but I used Remote Pilot 101. And it wasn't too bad. I believe how long do we have for the test again? Like 2 hours.
Mhm.
Finished in about 45 minutes.
Are you serious? And that's
Yeah,
with rechecking answers.
Yes. Yeah. The hardest part are the charts, but the thing is that they give you the charts beforehand. So if you do a lot of practice exams and do all the quizzes that you can find online, it will help because it uses the same exact charts. And after a while, yes, the charts are the hardest part, but you already have them before your test, so you could just look at them. You could study them now.
Okay, because I can read blueprints, I can read maps, and from what I understand, the actual charts are a combination of blueprints, maps, and converted almost to like a 3D chess level thing because you need to know about different altitudes and how
Yeah.
does that work? I want to know because to be honest,
Yeah.
Herman has been saying since last year it's going to get to the point here in New York where if you're not a 107 licensed pilot, you're not going to be able to fly any damn where.
I don't know if I'll get to that point. But it could be something similar to that, and I agree. It's just going to be harder to fly without any kind of testing or licensing. I know DJI wants to push for a written test, kind of like a learner's permit.
Sort of like what they have in Canada.
Yeah, so like a learner's permit kind of thing. But
There's Justin.
a lot of the
That sound good?
Yes.
hello. But
Yes.
the I was able to remember. I don't know if I could remember it now, but I was able to come up with ways to remember like the class airspace and then the heights and what anything that you can memorize. Try to keep it in your brain and then study them like 15 minutes before the test. And then once you get in, you just start writing everything you remember on a piece of paper. And then just go with the test then. But like try to offload as much as you can before you take the test.
Hey, back from the sky, can you post that again? For some reason, I clicked show and YouTube didn't allow it through. But Justin has made it home, and I'm glad you're in the house, Justin, because to be honest, it would have been real messed up had you got pulled over for talking on your phone.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you right now, my numbers would have been through the freaking charts.
I'm doing it for the stream.
You're doing it for the stream. That's right, for the stream.
Mhm.
Now, getting back to what you were talking about,
Like,
if you got any,
Tased on those guys.
right, if you have any questions to ask Fallon, we've already put her on the spot, and she said she's going to fly with us when it gets warmer. So we'll leave her alone. We'll leave her alone as far as that.
Wait till next week.
But for those of you who don't know, Fallon is a member of Women Who Drone, which is a group that's spread out somewhat internationally, right, Fallon, and different parts of the world.
Yes.
And basically, they're women who drone. And you guys who have been in the drone world know that there aren't a whole lot of women who fly drones. You have Yoni Oni Girl and stuff like that that flies FPV, but Fallon's a camera drone person.
Yeah.
She tried FPV but got discouraged.
I did get scared. I did get scared. I have to be honest.
No, that's true. I understand, and I understand to do all of that. It takes time because I supposed to have had this built as a long distance bird. Now it's going on a month and a half now. So I finally stripped this down. This one's almost hollow inside.
You
I'm
said
going to turn that into a long distance bird.
you said a month?
Longer than that, bro.
Because the show is this is the 6th live stream.
All right, all right, all right. Longer than a month, man. Damn.
The first Grand Fairy video.
All right, he put me on the spot. It's been longer than a month. I've been procrastinating a lot in this drone world because I'm trying to do YouTube stuff, put out a video every week, try to do a live stream every week, as well as keep the family happy. Then you haven't even talked about me personally trying to do whatever the hell I want. So it's just not enough time. And then I got this Mobula 7 right here from overseas, and it's so easy to bind. It's one of the only drones that you plug in the battery, and you don't have to plug in the battery and hold the bind button. You plug in the battery and then just press the bind button, and it's supposed to go into bind mode.
That's the one problems with.
I happen to be the only one who gets one that doesn't work. I'm trying for day after day. Make a long story short, they're sending me a new flight controller because it wasn't anything on my end. So once they give me a new flight controller, I can take the board out of here and plug in the motors and resolder the power wires, and hopefully I'll be able to tiny whoop in the house. Because this E Sheen here is taking a beating. She's over a year old and she doesn't want to act right anymore.
A whole nother level.
Yeah, yeah. So what's happening with you, Justin? I mean, you drove all the way home to be on the live stream. Yes, guys, please support each other.
I mean, here's the. I'm working on this now. That's the 215. I have to put my receiver on the board so I could use my Tyrannus.
Well, I wish you luck in that operation, but it's just there's not enough hours in the day. You know that, Fallon, right?
I can't. I kind of lost the flight controller in my jumble of wires, so I have to look for that now.
You guys in the chat room, if there's anything you ever wanted to ask a female drone pilot within reason and without getting my live stream cut the hell off, you can ask.
But I do have to say, Fallon is the only female droner that I do know.
Well, that's not true. You know Deneen too now.
Yeah, Deneen's great.
Oh yeah, that's I forgot. But she don't fly that much. That's why.
Well, that's because she lost her drone. Her drone went down, but I'm sure she'll be back up and running.
Oh,
She already got bit by a bug.
The Mavic went down.
Wait, did she lose it or did she hit something?
It got destroyed, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if it hit something. I don't know 100%, but
she didn't have the new one, did she?
She has
she had the Mavic Pro 1.
Okay.
Right now, she's flying the Alto.
Well, she is flying. So what I was wondering is how come I haven't seen her posting any pictures? Usually she flies in posts.
In a while.
Oh, maybe she's busy or whatever. I do remember she was sick for a little while.
Oh, I know 2 women that fly. Yes.
Yes, that's true, and they're both out of New York.
How many women are in NYC 5 Boroughs?
How many women?
Yeah,
real pilots, I would say.
Actually,
stop.
I think certified. There's only 2.
No. I mean, in NYC 5 Borough drone meetups, how many women are in the group?
I don't know. I think when we first started, it was me and Jennifer, but she left the group.
Right.
And then Deneen joined. Cheryl Starr joined. I know the founder.
Wait. Who is Cheryl Starr? Because she's been saying she's going to come to a meetup, and I've yet to meet her or see her or anything like that.
She's from Jersey, so it's a little hard for her to come out.
Okay.
But I know she's from Jersey.
All right. In that case, she gets that one.
Yeah, she's from Jersey, but I know she is certified as well, and she works real estate.
Yeah, cool.
Right. There is Drone Girl in Ireland who flies, who I actually follow because it makes it interesting. All right, there it is. This lady here flies, but she's kinda about posting videos. Okay. All right, I might check it out. I'm always looking to see women fly because nothing personal, Fallon, but women fly different.
Yes, we do.
Women
I
fly different. You guys get out there and you're like, hmm. And when men fly, they're like, oh shit, did you see that bird?
yeah.
You know.
In general, it's our nature, right? We're more, not to, I don't want to go down like any weird route, but our nature, we're more careful, we're more hesitant to do things, and I think it comes off in our flying, our techniques.
Okay, well, I'm going to be professional and I'm going to keep it on subject because we don't want to get into a debate here about what you just said.
I know, but it is true, but yeah,
I mean,
I'm not
because
gonna.
you just hold on. You just said women are a lot calmer than men, and I could have went way over here with that, but we're going to keep it on drones for
Yeah,
now.
yeah. No, no,
You see Herman right now. You don't see Herman's hand. He's pinching his arm to keep from saying anything. I know it.
I didn't say a word.
See, that's just it.
yeah.
But we're glad you had a chance to stop
Mhm.
by, and
I'm happy.
also you got a chance to come by and represent women who drone, and let people know also that less testosterone. I hope back from the sky. So she's right statistically.
Yeah.
All I
And so Fallon, you the checks in the mail to back from the sky, right? He was on our side till you got here.
you know what? I personally don't see the difference based upon an incident that I experienced over at Jose's park. Um, Fallon was flying, and she told me, she said, I got a battery warning. I
Oh
said,
yeah.
bring the drone back. She goes, oh, it's gone. Don't worry about it.
Wait. You know why? You know why? Because I hang out with you guys too much. Just saying. Just saying.
Oh, so when the
I
drone,
learned it from you guys. I learned it from you guys.
when the drone drops out of the sky, you're like, I'll just go get the insurance policy, right?
No. But I don't know. It was gone. So I was like, I think it's fine. Kind of like the check engine light on your car.
Uh-huh. You know when it goes off is when the problem shows up.
Now, I seriously thought that Herman was going to jump on that check engine part, but
Yeah.
he's actually surprising me tonight.
What? The check engine light? I just said it. When the check engine light goes out, that's when the problem shows up.
No, that just means the issue went away. No.
Right. I
Hey,
got
okay, all right. I'm going to read this one, but we're not going to diverse from the subject. Back from the sky says they even spend money differently. They're supposed to be different. We're different. It's okay.
you. Okay.
I don't know. My money goes towards toys like drones. So
Well, you have well, not unfortunately, fortunately, you have that same bug that we have,
yeah,
and it's the need to go and fly and capture stuff that other people can't see,
yes,
and which is highly appreciated because there's stuff that you record that I would never think about recording, and then I'm sure maybe there's something that I may have
yes.
recorded that you wouldn't have ever thought about. So it's the positive plus and negative of things which they attract. It all works together.
This
I,
show,
And not once have we ever had a meetup where a female pilot has crashed into a male pilot and vice versa.
yeah.
this show is live and it's being recorded. So I don't know what you're talking about buying drones and buying drone stuff. I can buy anything.
Paul asked, "What is my next drone?" I will probably go for a Mavic Pro 2, because I want that low light stuff. I fly Mavic Pro right now, the original.
Yeah, there you go. And so being a female flyer, drone pilot in New York, do you think you get treated any different from male pilots?
Sure, yes. I'm not gonna skirt around the issue. How tall are you, Lawrence?
6'3",
I'm 4'11".
and
I
guys,
Come
I
on.
look like a child. So if somebody were to see me flying somewhere, they would be like, oh, she doesn't know what she's doing.
But you're
Uh,
closer to my height.
See, that's not true because I remember a lot of times when I went to the meetup, and you were the first person that stood out, and I was like, "Oh, who's this?"
No. More like if let's say I was flying in a place I'm not supposed to be flying. I think people more generally, for me, will generally give me a pass.
no, well, hold on, Fallon.
Might be a good thing.
Now, hold on. I have to give a disclaimer out there.
Okay.
Fallon did not say if it was any place she shouldn't be flying. What she said was if it was any place that she had to fly away.
What do you mean?
Never mind.
Oh,
That's just a disclaimer.
oh okay.
We drone pilots in New York never fly where we're not supposed to be. Right, Fallon?
Yeah.
Yes, because
Okay.
there's a lot of people.
But I
There
understand.
are known
But
you
you know,
fly
if,
away.
you know, if let's say if people thought we weren't supposed to be somewhere, they wouldn't stop me. They would not give me as hard as a time as somebody else.
Nah, we got it.
Yeah.
And that's
But
why
I think that's one thing. But I do get a lot of people who try to teach me how to fly. I usually just kind of like, oh, that's great. Like, okay. But
Hey, Justin.
like, you guys help me out a lot too. You know what I mean? So it's not like a bad thing. It's just that I think people assume quickly that I don't know how to fly.
Yes, please support each other. I see Martin got you. Rick Halliber got you, Martin. Come in here. That's what this show is about. You want to get your numbers higher. This is the place to come. And we appreciate it every moment being here. And see, it's not hard doing a live stream because over 20 minutes ago, you said, I got to go in 20 minutes.
I did. I
Well,
did. My kid's going to start.
And you're still here.
And you're still here, and we don't hear your son crying in the background, banging pots and pans, going, Mom, so you're good. You're good. You're good for now.
Yeah.
I haven't seen your husband go storming by, but
I'm in the basement, actually. So
Like
I
he
can
didn't
hear him running around upstairs.
He didn't
the,
drop anything in front of you that needed to be cooked or anything like that.
No. He cooks.
Oh, okay. Who's got it better than you?
No, it's just that my kid's very picky with food, and there's just a certain way to feed him.
Oh, that sounds like my daughter. She's so picky.
you want to know what?
She grew out of it, and then I hope my son will grow out of it. So.
No,
Well, listen, I came to find this out with my daughter. Okay, I found this out. My daughter's 15 years old, and I used to get so peed off at her. Fallon, Mike Roach says he's got you.
Mm-hmm.
I used to really get pissed off because she would tell me she wants something for dinner, and then she would say, I'm not hungry. And my wife told me something, and it took a while to sink in because I get pissed every time I cook and she wouldn't eat. She says she's old enough and she won't starve. When she gets hungry, she'll eat something. And it's true. It is true.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's just that I'm a small person and so is my child. And it's like you start feeling like, oh, no, they need to grow. I know this is totally not drone related. Sorry.
I have one question for Fallon. When are we going to see you in a dress again? Because that was epic at the show.
Uh-oh.
Everyone was looking at her like, is that Fallon?
Yeah. I don't know. If I ever get married again,
What happened?
When she went to the DJI show, she put on a dress, and everyone's like, is that Fallon? They never saw her in like a dress before.
Oh, okay. See, I might have said the same thing because we're used to seeing you in your flying gear.
Yeah. It's not practical to be wearing a dress and flying at the same time.
It would be a nice picture.
I know.
I've seen it.
I only have like 2 dresses, guys. The only time I wear dresses is for events.
It doesn't matter as long as you know how to fly. That's all that matters. Now, Here's where you get to put us on the spot. Any questions you want to ask us?
Well,
Sure.
you asked me already.
I did kind of put you guys on the spot already in terms of your goals, right? So I guess where do you guys want to take this live stream? Like, where do you guys see yourself in the next few months with this live stream?
In next few months, I'm not going to say the next few months, but I want to say next year by this time, I want everything to be quadrupled.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
That is seriously the goal. I mean, I just broke 3,000 subscribers, and I am noticing as my subscribers go up, my watch time goes up when I put out a video, or it goes up when I do a live stream. Now, what I have to do is we have people that come to the live stream. Dr. Drone, he's from Indonesia.
Yeah.
When we're starting our show, he's just getting out of bed.
Yeah, I know. It's 5 o'clock in the morning for him.
Right. So what I want is I want to start hitting different demographics now. And that's a main goal. I know how many people more or less watch here in New York, which is very, very, very low. We have more live streamers from outside of watching us from outside of New York than we actually do have people in New York watching and supporting us.
Yeah,
Him and I been working. Thanks for popping in. And how are you? What were you saying, Herman?
Yeah, most of the people in the chat are from out of New York.
Yes. We do have the New Yorkers that stop by, like Eddie Nunez, YACL 310. He's from New York here also. He's a good friend of mine. Centroid Drones. He's up in Syracuse or Poughkeepsie, somewhere like that. But most of our fan base is outside of New York, and if I can start targeting different demographics, so that when I'm asleep, they're watching a live stream or video that keeps the numbers at a certain level. They call it, what is that word that you hear around on YouTube? Algorithms. Herman said algorithms don't exist. Herman actually believes that YouTube is a building full of freaking computers and nobody's in the building.
It's just a machine watching a machine.
And if you think about it, you have never heard of anyone ever getting a call from YouTube or being able to call YouTube and speak to someone.
YouTube can't talk to nobody from YouTube. Send them an email.
Now that building, if you remember when YouTube changed their monetization status and said you had to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours, which is actually 240,000 minutes. And that young lady who had the Russian chick who had a YouTube channel, she went into the YouTube building and started shooting up people.
Yes. The lady that lost control.
I believe that building is fake. That was just a front.
Fake.
That was just a front. They have people sitting there saying they're working for YouTube and they're shopping on Amazon and eBay just like every other person is. At least that's what I believe.
All those people that was in that building, who do you email? Who do you speak to when you have an issue with YouTube? But I don't want to talk too much about them, because if I talk too much about them, tomorrow morning I'll get up, I'll have 100 views on my last video, and I'll lose about 50 subscribers. So I don't want to go through that again. I've been going through that circle jerk with them for the longest time now, and I don't want to do it anymore.
Okay, one question from Orlando Ojeda. You know him, Herman. We went up there by the train station to fly on the Hudson. He says, when do we go live? It's every Sunday nights. It's actually Sunday nights with those guys. Comes on every Sunday, of course, at 5 p.m. I don't know why I'm tongue-tied. Every Sunday at, you do it, man. Go ahead. I give up.
Every Sunday night, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Until 7 p.m. Yes. And ritualistically, we will be on, whether we have someone on the panel or not. We do understand it's getting warm, but there's still no excuse to stop by with It's How 9000 that runs YouTube. There's still no excuse to not check out the live
stream. Call it, Mike Roach? Is that what they call it?
Rick Halber, Novice Fan Club, California Division. Thank you very much, Rick. And I'd like to thank you for that super chat. You and Fly Natural. Who else gave the super chat? I have to scroll up. Will they let me go that far? I don't know if they do that. Of course not. Wait a minute. Wait, no. Rick Halver and Fly Natural. Thank you both for the super chat donations to Sunday nights with those guys.
Okay, I might have
Eventually,
to.
what'd you say, Fallon?
Sorry, I might have to drop off soon in the next minute.
No, this is good. Give a shout out. Put type of one in the room so people can see who you are. Advertise more. Had no idea. Do you want to know what, Martin? we I started putting links on YouTube saying, check out Sunday nights with those guys. And a couple of admins from certain other groups said, yo, you can't do that here. But I will put it in the Flight Fanatics New York. I'll put it in NYC Five Borough. I'll post it anywhere on social media that I can. Fallon, okay, thank you, Herman, for clicking that, or whoever did, so she could show. It's there, Fallon. We just have to approve links. We have
Oh,
it
okay.
set up so nobody can spam us
Makes sense.
and put a link and it be porn or something like that.
There's none of that there.
Orlando, Sunday nights. I keep want to say Friday. What the hell is with Friday? What's going on Friday? Are we doing something Friday that I don't know about?
You flying?
Oh, but here, before you go, Fallon.
Yes.
We're not only going to be doing this show Sunday nights, we're picking a day, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday nights, where we'll be doing Tuesday nights with those guys. But instead of me being the host, Herman will be.
Tuesday, any day during the week will be great. Weekends are a little harder.
Okay, but like I said, now that you've been here, and we have to make it official, so you can go feed your child, because I expect to see a spoon go flying past your head soon. But it's official. You're officially now one of those guys. So every time we go live, and you got to get the sponsor thing down where we go. Sunday nights with those guys is sponsored by those guys. Okay, that's all I care about. If we can get you recorded saying that one time, we would love it.
Do one more time.
Okay, here it is. We're saving it for YouTube, guys. Sunday nights with those guys is sponsored by those guys. There we go. We got it. Thank you very much. I highly appreciate it. Fallon, I will always send you a link when we go live. If you can't make it, don't even respond to it, but don't worry about it. You might get away for 5 minutes and say, I'm in the backyard. Be very quiet. It doesn't matter. We don't care.
Okay.
Yes, Orlando, click the bell. Please, everyone click like.
The like button,
click the like button. And Orlando, click the bell. So every time we do a stream through here, okay, once Herman starts going live, the same thing. But Fallon, thank you again. Anyone want to say anything else to Fallon before she breaks out?
Everybody in the chat, make sure you check out Fallon's channel. Make sure you check out each other's channel. Hit that
please
support each other. That's the only way this community can grow.
Yes,
Mike.
Thank you so much, guys, for having me. I really want to say that. And I also, even if I might not be able to join many going forward, I'm going to try as hard as I can.
No, don't.
Good luck to you guys.
It's getting warmer and we know where you live, so we'll come and get you.
Justin does know where I live. But I really do want to say, I really hope that this goes where you want it to be, because
we appreciate it. We appreciate it very much. We really do, seriously. Okay, Fallon, go feed your kid, because pretty soon your kid and son are going to come storming downstairs. Okay?
Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thanks. And if you missed it, the show will be saved, and you could watch it, the stream afterwards.
Okay, cool. Bye.
Later. All right, guys. Now, let's talk drones. Who's buying the newest, latest P-45? I'm joking. Can you guys entertain? Please? I need to go pay the water bill.
Yeah. You want to pay the water bill? Okay. Well, everybody's anticipating that P5, aren't they?
Yeah, and everyone's gonna say they think it's gonna be over $2,000.
I think so too.
I can't see it being over 2,000, because you got to think about it. If this still selling an Aspire 1 for 1,400 refurbished, And you could still buy a refurbished Inspire 2 with no camera for 2000.
Right.
So it's gonna have to be somewhere in that price point.
I tell you why I think that's where they're going. I tell you why I think that's where they raised the price on the Mavic to sell you that Mavic 2 the Pro, and they still didn't come correct with that drone, as far as I'm concerned. Whether it had been that they didn't want to kill the sales on the P4 Pro, I don't know. I don't think they could have. Not with where they went with that camera. It's a good camera, but it's not a P4 Pro. They spent a lot of time making that drone untouchable, the P4 Pro, to the point of where they were able to run with that drone for so many years now. You know, now they've improved with the OcuSync, and they're starting to drop that into everything. Oh yeah, they're going to use that OcuSync and whatever other technology that they had. They had the leaks on that other P4 Pro that they claim was something that they came up with for a customer, a special order for a customer. If they have the technology, they're going to use it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they'll just use that as a way to move the Inspire a little higher, move the Phantom a little higher, the same way the Mavic price came up a little bit.
Yeah, what? Let me look in the chat. Martin says the Inspire 1 and 2 batteries have limited flight time. That is true, but let's say the Inspire 1 gets you 15 minutes. If you know what you're going to do in 15 minutes, then that's a good drone. You can't always go by flight time. You don't always. There's a lot of people that don't burn their whole battery. Some people only fly to 50% because they know exactly how they're going to fly, where they're going, and they don't need all that battery to get a special shot.
Well, you got to remember this. When you're looking at an Inspire wasn't made for you to go out in the park and try to fly for 30 minutes with your friends. It was done for you to work with. It is a work tool. You get your shots, you land the bird, you drop out the cards, and you keep on going. Yep. You change batteries. It's a work tool. I don't think it was ever really designed for you to fly around the park and say, ooh, let me get over here. Ooh, let me go over here. Ooh, let me get over there. I think it was designed for you to get your shots, get it up, get down, change out the batteries, and keep on moving.
Well, since you guys are talking about that, if you remember, Herman, when you came into NYC 5 Borough, everyone was flying 3DR solos. And for those of you who don't know, the 3DR solo has a 13 to 15 minute flight time. And I learned myself how to make full length videos with a 15-minute battery. You just have to know where your shot is, get that shot, go around, set up for the next one. And like you said, Herman, it is true. You learn how to manage your time, because think about this. Before you guys had those 30 minutes, 27-minute batteries, you weren't flying that long. You managed your time, right?
Yeah.
You learned how to get that shot.
Even RC cars weren't going crazy like that.
Orlando says, I think they were really after the enterprise market with the MP2. Yes and no, because Herman has always said that the Mavic series was a gimmick, because all you guys that were flying Phantoms out there were saying, we want a drone that folds. We want a drone that folds. Well, now you got the Mavic Pro and you have the Mavic 2 out that folds. Yet you guys still aren't happy.
You know what's funny? Even with that dual, I was listening to a thing where the guy was talking about the focal length of the camera being so far away that it's good for spot rescue. You're not going to be flying 200-300 feet in the air and catch everything with that camera.
Yeah, even the thermal camera that it comes with, it's like 600 by 400 DPI. So you could barely get a temperature reading off a roof of a house. It's literally just for something real quick. It's not like a Matrice 200 RTK with the two cameras on it, where you're getting full spectrum. This is just basically like it's almost like the equivalent of having a thermal camera on your cell phone and you go over your boiler and get a temperature. It's just something quick. It's not And I think that's a lot of things that people mistake. Just because, all right, the Phantom is big. Oh, I got to put on my big backpack. Oh, the Better Pro 2, I could fold it up and put it in my pocket. But I will rather put my Phantom up to get the shot that I want, and I want to get the true shot, then pull out my Maverick 2 Zoom. Portability is not everything. It's about getting that great shot, and I think the Phantom will always be on top, no matter what people say. They're like, "Oh, well, it's a 1-inch sensor." Yeah, it's not, first of all, it's not even a Hasselblad camera. It's their software. And people was like, "Oh, Hasselblad." No, it's their software. It's just a regular camera. It's actually a Sony camera on there.
Well, you know me, I still think guys got compact confused for portability.
That's what it is.
Actually, I can say this instead of typing. Mike Roche puts that he loves his Mavic 2 Pro, and I was typing this while the guys were talking. But Mike, I would love one too if I had one. Right now, I'm using a Mavic Pro 1 for portability. But to be honest, if they had not come out with the Mavic series, all you guys would be flying Phantoms.
Or they wouldn't be flying.
Either Phantoms or racing drones.
You're not gonna fly the air. You're not gonna fly. I mean, you could fly a Spark, but most likely someone's gonna be like, "Oh, I forgot to look at the battery. It's at 2%, and I'm 3 miles out."
Okay, I didn't understand. Mike Rose says he's in a wheelchair, so portability is tops. That does make a lot of sense.
Different.
Now portability for a drone, foldability is great. I think it's a great drone. There's nothing bad to say about it. I have a Mavic Pro 1. I'm very happy with. I have a Phantom 4. I'm happy with.
Truth.
What happened?
Well, Fly Natural said it's the truth.
What? Phantom is supreme?
It's supreme.
Okay, we might have to we might have to start a separate conversation on that, because I know there are Mavic flyers out there, Mavic series flyers out there that will swear different.
The market says time equals distance, though.
Time does equal distance, but if you had the Matrice 600, you could fly for 45 minutes. Right?
I could take my money, yes.
How many people do you know can afford the Matrice 600? And then again, if I was going to spend that much money for a drone, I would go to Walkera, which has a drone for $16,000, an industrial drone for $16,000. The drone hits 80 miles per hour. You can put a flamethrower on it, and it has a battery life of an hour.
And then we be bailing you out.
Says the Mavic Pro 2 shot.
You probably would, dude. Can you imagine that damn Novice?
See, this is good right now, because I like Martin put the Mavic 2 Pro night shots can't be beat. The Phantom can beat it at night. It has better colors, and plus you can have more freedom. You have more control. The Mavic Pro 2, it only goes up to what? I forgot. The ISO and the shutter, it only goes up to a certain amount. The Phantom camera has free range. You could go above and beyond. And they actually had a couple of videos on that where the Mavic Pro 2 didn't have as good colors as the Phantom.
Well, I think
this to that segment, the way the shutter is, where the shutter exposes the light to the sensor.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't the Mavic 2 Pro have a digital shutter as opposed to an actual physical one? And they're saying that's what makes the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, with your global shutter, which is what they call a mechanical shutter you find on the Phantom 4 Pro, your exposure to the sensor is better than on the Mavic, even with the bit rate that they have on it, and then all of the extra goodies that they worked into it to try to get, the dynamic range out of it. It is what it is. Yeah. I'm not knocking the bird. It's a very good drone.
Neither am I. I'm not knocking it, because
when guys get caught up and the conversation starts going and everybody starts talking about it, Portability and compact is two different things. They're all portable drones. It's just that one is compact. They found a way to get men to carry a purse. I don't know. It is what it is.
That is true. When the Mavic Pro first came out, I know a few people that said, I am not.
They put it in a purse, man. Let's be
not wearing the MERS, which is a man purse.
Put it in a purse.
So I do agree with you on that. But Mike Roach, I don't think they'll ever cancel the Mavic series. My only problem is natural. Thank you again. Well, guys, I have to run. It's been fun, loved. Watch those guys. LOL. Have a great night. Don't forget to hit the like button, everyone.
Thank you.
Natural. We appreciate it ever so much. And leave a comment on one of my videos. I need to hit you up about something, Fly Natural. I would appreciate it. Just leave a comment on any video, and sometime tomorrow I'll hit you up. I'd appreciate it.
Get a chance to check out Fly Natural. Check out his channel.
Yes, he's getting ready to break out, guys. If you don't have everyone that's in this chat room here, like I said, put a 1 in the room so people can check out your channel. We cannot use that 3-letter word that begins with an S and ends with a B for some reason, I heard, so we don't use it here as well. Roger doesn't use it, and a lot of other people don't use that word. Just support each other. But Fly Natural, please do that, and we'll definitely hook up for future. We would love to have you on here as well. In fact, if we're thinking about starting a show during the week, maybe we'll work something out where you could pop up on here either during the week or on the weekend. Okay, we would highly appreciate it. Have a great night, and thank you so much for all of the super chat donations. Rick Halber and Fly Natural. But you guys, we appreciate it very much.
Someone's sending a link there.
Martin, try to send that link again because I clicked show and it didn't do anything. Can the gentleman in the stream put the channel up so I can make it to your place? Oh, Herman.
Yeah.
Put the channel up because Rick Halber, if you don't have him, guys do not have Phantom Flight 101, please support him. Okay, for some weird reason, Rick Halber, you're putting the 1, I see the 1 there, but it's not letting you put whatever that is you're trying to put. That's a YouTube thing. I don't know what the hell's going on, but if you don't have any of these people with the 1, Orlando, you're new here, so you should be able to support everyone here. I expect everyone to support everyone. That's how we do. We do it on Roger's show. We do it in Pusa Studios. And I say that reluctantly because I show a lot of support there at Pusa Studios, and I could barely get a hi out of those guys. But hopefully we could have them on here too. I don't care. We'll have anybody on here. You understand? Try and press 1, not sending a link. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of, Martin was trying to send a link, and for some reason, when you click show, it wasn't showing it. So that's on YouTube's end for some reason. I don't know what's happening with that. But it's 6:47, and we did have another great show. We had Fallon Chan on here. I know guys were surprised.
Look, honestly, when she's talking about that rooftop in Greenpoint, that's a location you might.
Yes, Justin, check this out. There's a place, we're going to find out. We don't know it yet. So you guys that are watching, don't try and hit Fallon up. She's not going to tell you shit. She already promised to hit us off. But Justin, there's a spot where if you act like you don't know how to fly, you can take a class to learn how to fly, and they have a rooftop you can fly from. In Greenpoint, Brooklyn. That's all we know. That's all we can say. I don't want to get her in trouble. She go through there and they're like, Fallon, there's 20 guys out here that claim they don't know how to fly, but they got drones and backpacks.
$1,500 drones and backpacks that don't know how to fly.
I know, right?
All kinds of equipment.
They gotta aspire to
Could you imagine?
They're vlogging from the parking lot.
Can you imagine? And you know how we have meetups. We have a meetup at the rooftop.
Someone told this was the location.
Right, with about 10, 15 people, someone drop a pin, it's a wrap. It's over. You know that, right? That would be real good. That would be real funny, though. Um, what are we gonna do for this next 12 minutes? Do you guys want to kill the show? Because
Well,
at seven, Val comes on, so
well, if you
we
get this
might
right up, you might want to, do a little dance or something like that.
don't start with the dancing bull. We're not doing no dancing here. If we can get Roger to dance, I'll dance, and I know Roger's not gonna dance.
But he danced already.
I didn't see it, so I don't believe it.
Let's ask the guys.
And Orlando, if you're wondering what we're talking about, they're on another live stream, Canadian Drone Hub. He was in here. They were trying to get him to dance for money. So Herman has it in his mind that he could probably get me to dance for money. It's not going to happen.
Guys,
Okay,
guys in the chat, get the singles up.
here we go. Why they got to be singles?
Right?
But I don't have to worry about it. Hey, maybe Justin. Orlando goes, he could be amused. Justin, why don't you? When are you going to dance for us? I know what. I'll tell you what. If we ever have a live stream where we get 50 people watching this live stream, I'll dance.
Okay.
You guys hear that? You hear it? It's been recorded. If we get 50 people watching at one given time, I'll get up and dance. I'm not doing no damn strip tease, so you can forget about that bullshit. But I'll get up and make myself look like a fool.
Tell your friends and family just to log on for 5 minutes.
Got everyone.
Like, but
Thank you. Thank you so much for super chat, man. It's very, very much and highly appreciated. Seriously. You guys that are supporting us, we try to support you guys back as well. So if you would ever start a show or anything like that, where we you have it on type, it's much appreciated, and it shows us how much you guys enjoy the live stream. And we're going to try and make this interesting. Now, keep in mind, with the summer coming, shows do get a little slow. But if we can keep Sunday nights with those guys interesting, or have a Wednesday night with those guys, and like Justin was live streaming, we're going to figure that out so we can actually stream live and stream from someone's home. And this is only our sixth show, so our sixth show. So hopefully it gets a lot better.
it will stream live from a location.
Right, right, right. To have someone hosting from their home and someone out flying a drone and streaming, that would be pretty hot. Okay. It's just a matter with YC3. Be careful with the dancing. Oh, you got jokes, huh, Corey? That's okay. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot, but the night that we hit 50, I wanted you guys that are in the chat room and you guys that are watching this video, the very night that we hit 50 people watching, I'll get up and do a jig. Don't laugh, Justin, because you're next.
I'll dance for the cause.
You said you'll dance for the cause? Yeah. Oh, see, there we go. We got a volunteer. Who got the first dollar? Well, let me stop. We're about to get out of here. We got 8 minutes left to the show. Orlando goes bet. Also, I was told I will be putting, and Centroid had gave me this hint, and Herman, and you, Justin, if you're doing a live stream, you might want to do it also. Put a PayPal account and link it to your YouTube channel, because from what I understand, YouTube gets 30%. So if you get $1, you're technically only getting 70 cents. But if they send it to your PayPal account, you would get everyone. Hey, Bull Rider, thanks for popping in, but there's only 7 minutes left to the show. Highly appreciated, but thanks for popping in anyway. It sounds like my wife and daughter are home.
Uh-oh.
Hearing something outside the door, but I'm not going to go open it until they start banging.
Uh-oh.
Bull Rider says he'll buy the outfits for the dance. Oh no, we're not getting dressed up. Like, oh, that's Jay Merce. What's good, man? Oh, see, now you're gonna have to watch the show. We had your friend Fallon, our friend Fallon, on here today. What's up for next week? Every Sunday night, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Okay, and Sunday nights with those guys is sponsored by
those.
Gold. That's how we do it.
Orlando said you gotta wear chaps.
Oh, hell no.
Chaps.
I said if we get 50 people watching, I would do it. I would get up and dance. All right. I'm not wearing chaps. I'm not wearing chaps. I'm not wearing no. Forget about it.
I'm looking out the window. It's still bright enough to get a flight in.
What happened?
I said, I'm looking out the window. It's still bright enough to get a flight in.
Because the night's long enough. In fact, why don't we do this one night? Me, you, Justin, and you, Herman. We do a live stream from 5 to 7 and then meet up somewhere and do a live stream flight.
Yeah.
But why don't we just meet up and do the live stream flight?
We could do that too, but we have to test it. We do have to test it because from what I understand, the further away you get, the more it has to do with lag. So unless you have a designated hotspot streaming out to YouTube, it'll cause a little bit of lag. But if we can get past that issue, that would be real great.
I have a hotspot. You have a hotspot.
Mike Roche says he'll pay me not to wear the chaps. Thank you, Mike Roche. At least somebody's on my damn side. Early spring, but we could probably do that. We need to do a test on that. But we'll need someone to host a show. Someone has to host a show, and then you know how we send a link out. Then that's how it'll work out. But statistically, we should be able to do it.
You try it off my phone. Y'all two flying, and I'll try it off my phone.
You know, that's a possibility. We could work that out. That would be real nice. Anyway, we got 4 minutes left, guys. Val's Life is coming on. I think her own channel or the Canadian Drone Hub. Either one of those spots.
Before he left,
Orlando says, "Hell, I'll get 100 people to watch if you wear chaps." Bull Rider has to get the chaps. No. Orlando, you're not going to see me in chaps. Trust me. Thank you, Corey. Corey knows me. I've known Corey for quite a long time. We used to work retail together. He knows I'm not putting on no damn chaps. Her channel. What's Val's channel? Let's see if I could open up another window and perhaps find it. Give me a second there. You guys want to say anything while I look for this?
You should have it right there, consider how she's interviewing you.
Yeah, right, you would think. You would think, but no. I have her email, so when she sends me the link, here, I got it. I got her channel.
Mike Roach Studios, have a good night.
Mike Roach, thank you so much, bro, for coming in. We appreciate it highly. We really do. Every time you're here, we highly appreciate it. Here's the link to Val's channel. So if you guys want to head on over there, we have 3 minutes left, and we might as well call it a night.
You don't know who she's interviewing tonight, do you?
I have no idea. I know she's interviewing me Tuesday night at 7 p.m. So if you don't have her, subscribe to her. She does some pretty good interviews, and she's been interviewing a lot of drone pilots lately. So I figured I would get in. Originally, she had wanted to interview you, Herman.
Really?
Yeah, she had originally wanted to interview you, and I kind of like jumped on the bandwagon before you got a chance to. So I should have waited to see what she would do interviewing, how she would interview you.
Really?
Before doing that.
Told me this.
Huh?
She didn't tell me this.
Canadian Drone Hub had, I think, Roger had mentioned that Val was interested in interviewing you, or somehow it was brought up. But you guys, listen, It's 6:58. It's time to get the hell out of here. You guys in on Hangouts, if you can hang out for a second after I stop this broadcast. But Sunday nights with those guys was sponsored by
Those
those guys. And we appreciate it ever so much for you hanging out with those guys. Justin, Herman, and me. You guys say goodnight to everyone and we'll get the hell out of here.
Good night, everyone.
Later, guys, and thank you all again.
And we'll see you next time
on Sunday night with those guys.